Ladies and gentlemen, let us tell you the story of our business. Who we are, what was our main strategy, our main focus, what worked out for us, what went so-so, and what we would do differently if we would offer second chance. Ladies and gentlemen, we're Alpha and Omega. We're an innovative computer company that provides high-quality computers with the latest technology and high-speed processing. In the beginning of our journey, Alpha and Omega was targeting innovator segment, but when we reached quarter four, we realized that traveler segment is more interested and responds much better to our products. Traveler segment became our first priority in quarter five and stayed there until the end of the quarter nine. I'm not going to go deep with the manufacturing part in quarter 5 to quarter 9 because my teammate Mr. Tyler will cover it in his speech in a couple of minutes. What I would like to add about our strategy is that we focused on small high margin segments and on the segments that we have a foothold. Those are innovators, Mercedes and travelers, which meant to us that workhorse and cost cutter segments were not a priority. I will be honest with you, and geographic market strategy didn't display reality. We're supposed to focus on smaller, less costly geographic markets, but in reality, we went to Chicago, LA, London, Paris, and Moscow. In our opinion, it was done right because market share above 50% in the traveler segment after quarter 8 speaks for itself. Competitive posture strategy was based on the idea to build a market position and defend it. It was well executed by our company. In quarter 4, we reached 31% of market share in traveler segment. In quarter 6, we dropped to 24. In quarter 7, we climbed slightly to 29%, and in quarter 8, we reached 33%, and in the final quarter, we ended up with a 53% of the market share for travelers. In our opinion, it is definitely a sign of a successful implementing company strategy. Our competitive posture also included to be first to market and be a fast follower, imitate smart competitive moves. I want personally to thank our main competitors. I'm talking about Phantom, Computer Innovations, and Microvolt, who helped us in setting benchmarks in the product's quality, prices, advertisement, sales services, and its employees' selection. In distinctive competitive strategy, we wanted to be the market share leader. In the traveler segment, it worked for us the way we planned it. But in overall computer market, we ended up on the second place with a 24% market share, losing only Phantom company that took the lead in all of the rest segments of the computer market. My personal opinion that Alpha and Omega would be acquired by Phantom in the near future if the game simulation would continue. Marketing strategy. Marketing strategy from quarter 5 to quarter 8 was based on the constant new product introduction to the market. In the same time, all the brands were sold with a reduced price and taken out of inventory. Best-selling products were assigned as a first, second, and third priority to sell. By quarter 8, Alpha and Omega was awarded with a trophy Home of the Best Ad, Best Rated Ad in the 2 segments. Our new brands were advertised in the local and regional media. A total number of inserts in local media rose in quarter 5 to quarter 8 from 13 to 30, and in regional media from 19 to 45. We kept market research criterion on the same level during year 2 since we operated only in 3 regions, NORAM, Europe, and APAC. But if the simulation will continue, we would definitely add MEA and LATAM to our market research to the following quarters. Thanks to this game simulation, I developed the general idea and understood the sequence of actions needed to be taken in order to introduce a new company with a product or service for its customers. I learned a valuable lesson that if you really want to become number one in the market share, you have to risk and introduce completely opposite products uh, for completely opposite segments in the market. In our case, it will be cost cutters and Mercedeses. Also, during the company's life cycle, always have to adjust and revise its strategy. Um, Thank you, teammates. Thank you, professor, um, for exciting class. Mr. Chloe?
Hi, my name is Chloe Cutney, and I am the VP of Sales Marketing for Alpha and Omega, and I'll be covering the sales channel portion of Alpha and Omega. So overall, we generated $28,729,926 in sales and $14,841,841 in profit. In quarter eight alone, we had over $11 million in sales, and that's more than double what we projected. Alpha and Omega generated profit in every quarter except quarter six. Our company ended with six brands catering to three main segments: innovators, travelers, and Mercedes. We earned the significant sales trophy, and we had six sales offices in three different regions. The regions we included were North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. The sales revenue percentages were all very close. Europe made up 35% of our sales revenues, and the sales revenue in North America and Asia Pacific were both 37%. Every quarter, we tried our best to adjust our brands, ads, and project demands to earn the most revenue and gain the most profit. This helped us succeed most of our goals. I benefited a lot from the simulation. I saw how much time and effort it would take up to put a business together, and it was very helpful to see all the classes I've taken up to now be used in one class and project. I think there were a lot of lessons to take away from this, and I think a major lesson is to work as a team, and that any business is a lot of work. Also, it's good to have multiple opinions about decisions being made to decide what is best for the company. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Garrett. I'm the president, and I'm covering the human resource strategy. Um, we implemented personnel training efforts and incentive programs and professional training programs. We also offered financial incentives. Three specific sales personnel training efforts we used were um, a professional training program, company-wide sales contest, and a demonstration kit. So the training program, it just helped make our sales forces skills better, and uh, we had a sales contest, and we offered a vacation trip, and just a demonstration kit, which helped get them familiar with our products and everything. Um, so in quarter seven, we had a total of 24 salespeople. We spent 37,600 on the three training efforts. In quarter eight, six new salespeople were added, so we increased our sales force to 30 individuals, and total training program expenditures for that quarter were $42,200. And we also offered some incentive programs like financial incentives. Salespeople, they're strongly motivated by this. So either incentive would encourage the salespeople to sell more brands. We use financial incentives such as cash, just cash bonuses and free gifts. So in quarter seven, we offered those for only the Voyage brand in the regions of NORM and APAC, and No incentives were given for the Europe's sales force, but in quarter 8, um, we offered the cash bonus and the free gift for both of our brands, Voyage and Journey G2, and we offered that in all 3 regions. Um, and the total financial and incentive expenses for quarter 7 was 3,600, and in quarter 8 it was 10,800.
Hello, my name is Tyler Barnes, and I am the Business Analytics VP here at Alfa&Omega. I'll be talking about the manufacturing channel. So what we plan to improve on after our first year and moving into year 2 was our additions to fixed capacity. And so we had originally planned to increase fixed capacity in every quarter during year 2. However, after quarter 7, we realized it was too great an investment, and we already had the fixed capacity to keep up with the demand. And during the entire life of the company, we had 0 excess operating capacity. Moving on to the improving our changeover rates. By the end of the second year, we had invested $700,000 into improving our changeover, and we saw a noticeable reduction in the number of lost sales due to stockouts. Due to this, so that helped us a lot. We also had a 73% effective operating capacity utilization, and that's all due to improving the changeover. So we also plan to increase our quality and reliability. And by doing this, we had the 3rd highest reliability judgment out of all of our competitors. And we used everything from quality inspections, variant studies, and source studies for our 3 most troublesome components, such as cases, hard drives, and monitors. And we took the proper improvement actions to fix all those. We also heavily invest into R&D, specifically looking for any R&D that would help our traveler brands. And the R&D we focused on was the slim laptop cases, video conferencing, and longer battery life for our laptops. And this was all to help our brands in the traveler segment, which helped us greatly because we had the largest market share. And so I really think those improvements to the research and development, all that investment, was really the deciding factor for us. One thing is we did have to take out an emergency loan. It was just under $250,000, but we were able to repay it immediately, and this was due to a simple communications mistake. For the future, we continue to invest in research and development into quarter 9. We also opened sales office in Paris to help us in the future. So the biggest benefit I got from this simulation was just the in-depth understanding of how every aspect of a business comes together to efficiently run a company, and that had a profound impact on me. So thank you.
Hello, I'm Kevin, VP of Finance. Throughout Alfa&Omega, our strategy was to be the best. We financially decided to put into place ideas that will help our company. We first decided to go with a 3-month CD of $400,000, which earned us an extra $6,000 each quarter until Q4, where we slowly decreased our 3-month CD. And within that, we also decreased our rebates. Throughout quarter 3 to 4, we had an increase of 285% in revenue with a expense increase of 9%. So with that, our revenue was growing much more than our expenses. Now, throughout Q4 to Q5, our momentum slowly went down. But within having that investment of $4 million in Q5, we had a significant change in strategy and within our finances, which pushed our rankings within our competitors. So within that, we actually saw a increase of revenue by 161%. And in quarter 5 to 6, and from quarter 5 to 6, we had less than 1% of an increase in our expenses. So that definitely helped us out dramatically. And so throughout quarters 6 through 8, we just basically had an increase in revenue to where our revenue outdid our expenses. So from that, we went from having a negative operating profit to basically having a positive operating profit. Within that, we did have zero debt, but we did have one emergency debt that we had, which basically was gotten rid of after the rest of the quarters later. From there, throughout, we basically had a debt ratio which averaged of 7.04, and then we ended up with a debt ratio of 0, and that also went with our debt to paid in capital. Gross profit basically ended us with a number of 53.6, which is really good, and a net profit margin of 15. Return on assets and return on paid in capital came out to be 38.73, which makes our company very profitable. Within the changes that we've done throughout, we went from having a negative return on asset to basically having a drastic change of us having a positive return on assets. Alfa&Omega has put our knowledge and money in the right places to where we are competitive to our competitors. From this, I've learned a lot of basically keeping up with the finances and finding places to put our money so that we can grow within Alfa and Omega. Thank you.